Hello. Today I'm going to be showing you an Erzulie look that is going to last all day. This is using the Mineral Cream Foundation. I'm using medium. And before I do that, I'm going to actually apply this really great product. It is called Sugar Kisses. My hands are shaky. I had too much coffee. So this just gets the lips prepped and ready for the next part when we are ready to apply all of the colors. But first we're going to just do the foundation. And this foundation has jojoba oil, shea butter, argan oil, grapeseed oil, and vitamin E. It's really nourishing to the skin and it has great coverage. So I'm going to just go ahead and apply this directly to the skin. Normally in the summer I still would apply it directly to the skin, but I would use a beauty blender, a damp beauty blender. But right now it's a little cold, so I'm using my fingers. And what that's going to do is it's going to warm up the product and really melt it into the skin. So I'm just going to work this around, being careful in my eye area, not to pull too much. Really just working it around slightly and pressing it in, just getting it nice and melted in. So the fingers are a great tool, but you want to make sure they are clean. So always make sure that your hands are clean. I'm trying to use only one hand to apply and the other hand to just hold back my hair. Of course, you can put your hair back before you even start, but I am usually too lazy to do that. So here I go. I'm just working around the eye area, and we will be applying concealer as well. This look is something that's going to last all day, and it can be great for pictures. I'm not going to go too heavy on this. This is just a day-to-day look. I'm just blending it up into the eye area too. Since this is a stick cream foundation, it works really well as a primer for your eye makeup that you're going to be adding later. So I'm just going to blend this up into the hairline, but I will be adding another color. When you put one color foundation all over the face, it tends to wash it out slightly. So you want to kind of add the dimension back, and concealers and bronzers are really great for that. That's what they're for. So then I'm going to go ahead and take this, just a flat blender brush, and I'm just going to work it around. And I feel like the friction helps to melt this into the skin a little bit more too. So it just gets really well blended in. So we're just going to work this all around. And these products are really great. They're cruelty-free, they're vegetarian, and they are not going to irritate anybody who has rosacea or prone to acne. You are safe to wear this makeup. I love the way it feels. It's just really great. And if you want extra coverage, you can go ahead and do that again. But I'm just going to do one. This is a light look. Next, I'm going to be taking the Mineral Concealer, and this is in medium as well. So it's just the same color that I used on my face in the foundation. And don't worry if it doesn't match completely. There are mineral blending, patent pending technologies in this makeup, so it should match your skin. I tend to use different foundations for the different times of the year. Right now I am using the medium. I know this one doesn't go darker, so I guess I would just add more bronzing to it, which I will show you right now. There we go. Doesn't that look nice? So I went around the eyebrows as well, just so that I'm giving that really good eyebrow definition, and then just taking even strokes around my mouth. Now basically what the concealer is going to do is it's going to make these areas pop out, and it really just adds that dimension that you want to give your face. You don't want it to look like you're just all one color. That's not natural. The sun doesn't hit our face in one spot in particular. Their forehead area is always more prone to getting sun. Also, obviously the top of the nose and the chin, depending on what shape face you have. So I'm just being really careful around the eye area, just blending it inward and patting it. And now I'm going to just go ahead and do the circles and just really blending it in. So we're just going to go ahead and work it around first, and then we're just going to circle, 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 just getting it really blended into the skin. We don't want to see streaks from the brush either. If you are seeing this, it's not melting in so well, blend, 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 then you can just go ahead and take the tips of your fingers and just pat down, and that will help melt the product and just really incorporate it in. So I'm just taking just light strokes right across the bridge of the nose, and just so that area just really pops out. Just around the eyebrows, really defining the eyebrows. And upward strokes around the eyebrows. But then I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to bring the other concealer just down in. This part of the forehead I want to have stand out because I will be darkening the top. This is going to minimize the area that I don't want you to look at and accentuate the area that I do want you to look at. Just kind of blending that in just a little more. Okay, so now I'm going to take just a little bit thinner of a flathead blender brush, and I'm just going to blend out the edges. That way there isn't any defining lines going on. You just want everything to just be very seamless. So I'm just blending out those areas, just pressing it into the nose a little bit more, pressing it into the forehead, and just making sure that, like I said, there's no defining lines. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is I want to give the shadow back to my face. So I'm going to take the Aine, which is the matte bronzing stick, and this is such a versatile product. I really, really like it. You can just apply it directly to the skin. I'm going to put it on the tip of my chin, which is an area that I want to diminish right across. That way it kind of cancels it out, it brings it in. Then I'm going to go ahead and we are going to accentuate the bottom of our cheeks. That really makes the apples of our cheek pop out, and we want that to look nice and round. So that's going to give us that illusion. And then just around the forehead, which is an area that I personally need to diminish. If you do not have a large forehead, then stick really close to the hairline and just kind of just give a nice little line of shadow. Don't worry about applying as much as I did. So here I'm blending it out down to the chin, just getting rid of any solid lines and just making sure that this just looks like a really nice shadow, just very natural. And I'm using this tapered blush brush, if I could talk, and I'm just blending it back towards the hairline. Get out of their hair. And just really working it in. And this creates the shadow and the illusion that my forehead is not as large as it is. I'm just going to blend that down and work it in to the concealer. That way there are no defining lines and everything is just nice and seamless. Blend, blend, blend. Okay, so the Aine is really versatile. You can go ahead and use this as a highlight for your eye, just to accentuate the crease, and not the brow bone, the crease. And you can also use this as simply a blush, but right now I'm using it today just to go ahead and contour my face. I'm sure you've heard a lot about contouring and highlighting. This is something that everyone wants to do in a subtle sense. Obviously, you can really go for it if you're going to be taking pictures or it's a special occasion. But this is just the basics. This is just an everyday. And I kind of got it a little too far over there, so I'm just going to wipe it. If you feel like you went a little too far and it's making your mouth area look red, just go ahead and put that concealer back around your mouth area and just kind of blend that in until you get the hang of it. So I'm just shadowing that area so that my the balls of my cheeks really pop out. So everything looks pretty well blended. My chin is nice and shadowed, but I need to add one more thing. So I'm going to go ahead and take this little flat brush, and it's pretty stiff, and I'm just going to take the Aine again and directly putting it onto the brush, and I'm going to shadow my nose. So this is just going to make what we did earlier with the concealer really stand out by adding the defining lines, and this just gives the definition, see, there's my nose, to our nose, and this is great for pictures, and like I said, you can go heavier if you want, but this is just every day, just nice, and just kind of blend it down, make sure it's really well blended in. You can also take it across the nose, give yourself more of a button nose, but my nose is already pretty much like that, so I'll leave that. Okay, so this is the first part of the look, and next I will be showing you how to do the colors on the eyes and the rest of the face. Okay, I'm a dork. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you soon.